Hello and welcome to 8th House Speaks. Slide a little bit of sage here. I've set up myself in a different angle today, which works well for me actually. I'm actually sitting on a grounding sheet. I don't know if any of you have ever had a grounding sheet. I brought one to sleep on at night and I have found it's made my sleep feel a bit more solid. I don't know if it's a placebo effect or what. I recommend it though. I've enjoyed my sleep. Yeah, so right now I'm actually sitting on one. I'm shuffling the cards now. That's what you can hear. Welcome back to 8th House Speaks. I've also been thinking about this channel and the word channel and coming to terms with actually perhaps I'm a channel. I channel energy. I channel messages. I get precognitive type experiences. I get clear audience, or the clairs. Forgive my lack of vocabulary at the moment whilst I'm building this channel. It's to do with that, the learning model, being competent at something, knowing that you're competent but having ignorance at a different level of the, I'm not doing the learning model well at all, but basically what I'm trying to say is I have a knowledge, I have a set of skills, I have a set of knowledge, I have knowledge. I'm at the stage of developing the right vocabulary to be able to share it with the public. That's where I'm at. So some of my words might feel clunky right now, but bear with me as I grow this body of work. So welcome to 8th House Speaks. I'm going to do a channeled message for the collective and see what, if I shake the camera, forgive me y'all, forgive me. This is a temporary setup until I get something a bit better laid out. So the camera like that, I'm beating up the camera, sorry about that. Bear with me. Channeled messages and coming into terms with gifts, spiritual gifts. It can feel really uncomfortable. Like a part of me, when I say, oh yeah, I have these gifts, I get visions, I get dreams, I get premonitions, and then they come true. Like I feel like it makes me feel a little uncomfortable, because if I tell somebody that they may think, oh yeah, whatever, what's the winning lottery numbers then? Do you know what I mean? Like I anticipate people's cynical view of me, but I just have to come to terms with it. I'll give you an example. There's a road that I walk down regularly in my neighborhood, walk down this road regularly, pass this house regularly, and this house doesn't have a fence at this particular part of their driveway. And I just remember in my mind's eye seeing some sort of construction fence around this house that I used to pass a lot, and didn't mean anything to me really. It's just something that came into my mind's eye. It didn't mean anything. It only meant something to me when about 2 days ago I drove past that house. And now I was driving past. I used to walk past that house. I drove past the house, and maybe it had been about 6 months in between when I had walked past it in one direction, and now fast forward, I'm now driving down that road. And that house had construction fence along its driveway. And I remember thinking, oh yeah, I saw that in my mind's eye about 6 months ago, before that fence actually went up. And it's quite, does that fence mean anything? I don't know. Perhaps there's something in what I've said that means something to somebody. But I'm going to do these readings, this particular reading, if it goes down well with people, if the reading flows. Gosh, it's hot in here today. Damn. Got to do something about the heat. Oh, bear with me. Ooh, it's summer. Well, it's not quite summer. It's May in the UK. I'm in London. London is a hot city. Not a lot of air passes through this city. I guess pretty stuffy. Yeah, so channeled messages. I want to do a channeled message. So spirit, angels, ancestors, for the collective watching this today, protect us. Protect my reading. Let this be a message for somebody. I want it to benefit someone. I'm saying stop. What do we need to know? Magic. Well, there you go. Curious to see what's underneath. Talisman. There's something quite magical about a talisman. I haven't got my evil eye thing here. You can't see it on camera, but yeah, I'll just put that. Let me put talisman here. Magic. As I talk about gifts, what's underneath magic? Fire. Candle magic, perhaps. Now, magic can, depending on where you are in the terms of your development with, okay, that sounds really cocky. What I was going to say was depending on where you are with your development on the spiritual side of life. But I think that sounds a little bit cocky. I'm not saying that to knock people. Is the mic on? Yeah, it is. I'm not saying that to knock people who don't think that way. I mean, I don't mean that at all. What I mean is some people can see this and think the worst. Some people can see this and think, magic. Now, words have magic behind them. The things we say, the things we can manifest, that's magic. And you can think negative things about somebody and speak negative things on somebody, and it's akin to black magic. But you may not call that black magic, but it is. You know, people can sit in a prayer group and pray for positive things to happen. On the flip side, someone can sit in a prayer group in a church and pray for the downfall of someone. As a collective, they can collectively pray on the misfortune of somebody. That's dark magic. So magic is something like, same with tarot, people can call it quite a taboo subject. I like to think of it as cooking. Cooking you can do from your heart, produce a meal for somebody, serve it up with love, and it's full of nutrients. It came from the best intentions and it's tasty. Somebody can cook somebody, put poison in it and have wicked intentions to harm somebody. You see what I'm saying? Or if you're ignorant with cooking, you can cook something in an incorrect way and cause food poisoning. If you don't protect your area, if you don't clean things right. So it's down to the level of competence, it's down to the intentions. There's a lot of different things. So similar to these type of practices, my intentions are good. My intentions are about healing. I said I wanted to deliver a healing message for the collective. So I felt like I needed to give that little rant there. 4 of Swords. I'm going to pull 6 cards. King of Swords. Okay. We're in Gemini season, so these swords are like swording. Justice. Libra energy. Another air sign. Gemini season showing up here. Chariot. Is that Chariot? Yeah, Chariot. Sorry, let me move this, get a bit more space. Yeah, so in my lecture there, something about that magic card made me feel like it needed an introduction, a bit of a caveat, a bit of a... somebody might be scared of their own power, just like how I started this message about being a channel. Ace of Wands. Right, so, okay, there's some swords energy here. What's underneath this? 3 of Swords. Ooh. Swords. The swords are swords in. Air energy. Someone being... Yeah. Let me see. Spiritual message coming through. Yes, so this is a collective reading. Someone in the collective may get something from this. Was picking up an energy about competency. Competence. An alternative word to competence could really be confidence. And back to word magic. Con. Begins with the word con. I'm not what's the profession where somebody can pick apart words and know word that comes from the Greek, the Latin. But confidence. Competence. Does that mean something? I know they're spelt different. But yeah, the competence, the ability to believe in yourself and know where you are lacking in knowledge as well, to gain more. Because that takes a level of being humble. I feel this message is about someone stepping into their power actually and doing some serious, just coming into finding your groundedness in your magic, speaking, practicing, purchasing items, managing your emotions in a way that manifests the things you actually want. Perhaps it will take a talisman of something that can visually remind you of what it is you're doing. There's a talisman that somebody has. And the Three of Swords, what's underneath the Three of Swords? Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, investing in one's own practices. What brings somebody to spiritual practices is the Three of Swords, to be honest. Someone can really, and for myself, I'd admit this, someone can experience such heartbreak on many occasions that the 3D world, the human existence, becomes a very existential exploration, that this experience can drive somebody to want to understand more of this. Now, people can use this in a negative way and do love magic. I'm not getting that here. People can do that. I wouldn't recommend it. People need to use their own free will when it comes to who they engage with on a romantic level. I wouldn't, not at all, ever try to influence anyone with that. But finding out, and that lamp went on. Turn it off. I think this is about finding out what you need to do, practices you need to do to bring about this. Let's walk through this. So, Four of Swords. Let's get a little bit more. I want to leave that card up here. It's got more to speak to me about. Spirit, what do we have for the Four of Swords? I want to channel a message for the collective about the Four of Swords. Just take it off from the top here. Four of Swords and the Hermit. Yeah, look at this. Four of Swords. Oh, and I keep tapping that light. It's one of those lights that when you touch it, it goes on. So we'll just assume it's part of the read as it lights up. You see the Hermit has a light there? Yeah, bringing light to something. Four of Swords is resting. Taking a pause. Perhaps I'm getting in my mind, putting your phone on do not disturb. Somebody maybe needs to do that while they focus on their own personal rituals, routines. The Hermit, Virgo energy, is a major arcana. The Hermit is an investigator into one's own soul. He is introspecting deeply. And in order to introspect deeply, you need to rest. You need to remove yourself from other people's energy. This is a message about finding your own rituals. Can I go this way? The King of Swords. This is Aquarius, a masculine figure. Yeah, masculine energy. Perhaps there's a King of Swords. Perhaps you might be a feminine watching this in your masculine. It is possible to be a feminine in your masculine. It's possible to be a masculine in your feminine. We all need to have a balance of who we are. We need to balance our masculine and feminine qualities. But this may be a reading for a masculine, for a King of Swords, an Aquarius perhaps, or any other air sign, Gemini, Libra. And this brother don't play. You see the sword? This is like, what you saying, mate? what you're saying. This is like someone who's very much in their stern truth, facts, like a lawyer, even the law. Let's get a bit more. This is about, yeah, being in I guess this is a combined tarot read channeling, because I'm getting that this is about an individual, perhaps listening to this, who actually needs to invest. Seven of Pentacles, Earth energy. Earth energy is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Earth energy into one's own truth and actually finding the rituals that come about once this introspection's done. You know, deep introspection. It's all good telling people about themselves, King of Swords, but not before you've done your own, you know what I mean, pot calling the kettle black kind of thing. You need to do your own introspection, perhaps. That's what I'm getting here. And investing in one's own introspection, because from it comes justice. The justice. It's important to step into your own personal power in life, because who else will if you don't? Ace of Pentacles, another Earth energy. Justice. Page of Pentacles, I'm sorry. I said Ace of Pentacles. Well, it's a new beginning. And there's an ace coming up. Justice and the Page of Pentacles, perhaps, they can also represent a young person, a student, learning how to manifest this pentacle and a pentacle. This student is learning about magic, what tangible things you need to do to bring about the healing that comes from pain such as this, the introspection, for the masculine qualities of an air sign. We will have air in your chart. Justice, Major Arcana, Libra energy. For it to be fair and balanced, because this is where karmic justice will come about. And it will be fair. Bringing in your power to bring about justice. Perhaps the laws involved for somebody. King of Swords and Justice. That could be legal matters as well. The Chariot. Major Arcana, Cancer energy. The Chariot. Someone's spirit team's saying this is the time to move with finding your rituals for your own personal magic. Seven of Cups. Yeah, and finding the choice. Right, so there's lots of things. So for me, for example, I've found tarot works well for me. For someone else, it might be something different. There's a lot of different things. Someone might be doing Reiki. Someone might be doing meditation. Someone might be doing tarot. Somebody might be doing candle work. Somebody, like, everyone's different. Everyone's going to have to find their own thing. But this is the time. Energy is moving now. The energy's open now. The portal's open now. This is an ideal time to see what options there are out there and find what's suited. Ace of Wands. Yeah, passion. You'll know it's the right path because your passion will be with it. Come here. Can't get it off the table. Your passion will be in it. Ace of Wands. This is fire energy. This is the spark that will get this going after the introspection's done. So Ace and another ace. Ace of Cups. The passion. The doing energy of the passion brings about the passion of love, actually. And this can also be spiritual gifts. This could be a spiritual gift. Somebody's spiritually gifted. And then I started this reading by talking about people being scared of their own magic. But some spirit has a gift for somebody. Somebody's spiritual gifted, and now's the time to move with it. Spirit wants you to move with this now. Knight of Swords is like now. This message is now. This is a now. Air energy again. This is Gemini. Libra, Aquarius. But I believe this is Gemini. I could be wrong. I believe it's Gemini. Let's get one. Oh look, Queen of Wands. Yes, attraction. Queen of Wands, another passion and energy. Queen of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Perhaps there's a masculine as well who wants to get an incoming message to the Queen of Swords. But you see they're looking separately. This Queen of Wands, sorry, the Queen of Wands. I said the Queen of Swords. But I mean the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Swords is also a truth speaker. And this knight is coming in with some information from some source. Perhaps a female source. To this Queen of Wands, there's a heavy attraction there. But you see they're not looking at each other. This Queen of Wands doesn't know this information is coming in. Yeah, this, I mean, the Two Cups energies here is about many, many, many options, but finding one from Spirit that really resonates. So finding your personal magic, not being scared of it, and having a tangible item to remind yourself of your power. On this healing, there's healing here. I'm sorry for anyone who's gone through this. But there's healing in the spiritual practices for somebody here. And let me close that with a Sacred Destiny Oracle card. Just a little closing out to give somebody something practical they can take away. Spirit, what do you want the collective to know that they can heal with? Stand still. Yes, this is the Hermit and the Four of Swords. So there's a pause that's needing in someone's life. They really go and find themselves. And don't be scared of your spiritual gifts, because magic's there for you to use in your own personal way, for your benefit, for the benefit of your life in a positive way. So yeah, that's what I have for you today. Thank you for joining me. Please hit the like button if you like how I read, and support my work. I'd really appreciate that. And you stay blessed.